All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. So finally has arrived the TCL Stylus 5G. Now this is a new device from TCL which has a pen input. Now it is capacitive touch technology, but it is going to be really nice, and I think you'll really enjoy what you see here in this video. So brief spec rundown. You've got a full HD 1080p display coming in at 6.81 inches, so it's a big boy. But it's 20 by 9, so it's a lot better in your hand than you would imagine. So, meaning it's narrow. You've got a 50 megapixel, a 5, a 2, and a 2. That's that ultra wide macro and depth sensor. And this is running the MediaTek Dimensity 700 5G. So this is a processor that we already know. 128 gigs of storage plus an SD card slot, 4 gigs of RAM, and we are in there. It's got a side-mounted fingerprint reader, and it has facial recognition. Here is the device. Came in a really simple packaging. You have a charger and a charging cable and a charging brick, some manuals, and an a SIM card ejection tool, and that's it. So I appreciate them still rocking with a charging brick. I think it's really unfair that companies are taking away the charging brick. I think that's really silly. There's the fingerprint reader. It is extremely fast because it's a side-mounted fingerprint reader. You'll always have access to your device quickly. It also has facial recognition, so you'll watch the bottom of the screen here. You can see it's unlocked right away. It unlocks really fast. Now, I've been using this for a short period of time, a very short. It came in this morning, and it is obviously now 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So maybe a couple of hours I've had this, and this is my first impressions. Now, this is T-Mobile 5G. It's exclusive to, shout out to Kaya, too technical. There she is commenting on it. I posted it on Instagram. It is T-Mobile 5G, so it's going to run great on their network more than likely. I don't know if they're going to have an unlocked version down the line, but I wanted to go ahead and point that out right now for those that are going to ask. It's exclusive to T-Mobile and Metro PCS currently at the moment. Now, there are a lot of features in this device, but I'm going to go to the one that it's predominantly about after I show you the hardware. So you got a side-mounted fingerprint reader, the volume rocker, the SIM tray and SD card slot is over here. On the top, you've got a microphone. On the bottom, you've got a headphone jack, microphone, Type-C speaker, and there's your pen. You're going to like something unique about that pen. Now on the back here, it has a frosted material. It's matte, flat, and it's very beautiful hardware. And obviously this is reminiscent of some of the current TCL devices. So we know this design. It's tried and true for them. They're going to rock with it, and that's what they're going to do. You've got a ridge that runs all the way around the entire device, folks. You might see this and you can't really tell over video, but this is an indentation around the entire device, and it's also textured. It is one of the best feelings that you'll possibly get when holding a device. Think of a mild version of sandstone. It's not aggressive like sandstone, but it's definitely very beautiful. So let me clean the screen again here. Now, I put a few things on here. I put a few apps on here. I put a couple of social media apps and, obviously Bible app. I put that there just to get me going so I can start using this. So if you swipe up here, there was not a lot of bloatware in this device at all. Facebook was the only bloatware that I saw. So, I removed it immediately. And that's all the bloatware I saw on there. So, let's see here. Let me rearrange these. I don't like how these... Uh-oh. All right, we'll do it. So you've got the pure basics here. Let me move this because I created a folder or something somehow. All right, so you've got the pure basics here. Let's go into settings, and then I will promise I'll show you the stylus. It is very nice. You're gonna like it. It is very accurate too. Way more accurate than I thought it was gonna be. So in the settings, you have the basic TCL rundown style settings, but I do want to go into some very important things here. Connections. This has NFC. Pause for dramatic effect. Yeah, because a lot of phones that come in under $300 might not have NFC. So I already turned on the navigations. It obviously has the navigation buttons as well. It has the NXT Vision, so you're going to get a beautiful display. But I'm going to go ahead and I want to show you the storage too. You can see out of the box here, I have 113 gigs free. So let's go ahead and pop this pen open and I'll show you what happens. You instantly are greeted with this menu right here. Now, with the pen out, you get a little sidebar, and you can move this wherever you want. You can put it wherever you want to put it at. I think it's really cool, and I think that's something that's going to do well with people who are wanting an affordable phone with a stylus. This is much improved over what LG was offering back in the day. I hate to say it, but it is, because it is. LG threw in the towel on us with their stylus devices, but it's definitely can't compete with this. If they try to do it again, they'll be up on par with this. But those older LG devices, if you were looking to switch to something and save money and you didn't want to buy an Ultra, or some of the current Samsung devices that have pens, this is your upgrade right here. I think you'll really like it. So you've got lots of different things in here. You've got Nebo, obviously, for TCL. You've got split screen. I was gonna show you split screen before, but it went on ahead and popped up right here. But you've got split screen, and it's really nice. Let's go back in here. You got split screen, Nebo for TCL, My Script Calculator 2. You can obviously write a note. Screenshot Doodle has got to be the one that I use the most on my S22 Ultra or any device that from Samsung that has pen access. Screenshot Doodle, basically it takes a screenshot of whatever screen you're on, and then you get to write on it. And I will demonstrate the writing with this pen. You're going to be impressed. Then you have GIF Maker, and the last one now, you got split screen and magnifier and e-signature as well. So you can actually create PDF files and things like that. So one cool feature that I'm going to show you the pen this way. But if you didn't notice, this pen has a magnetic locking mechanism that goes into the phone. So let me see if I can show you. You'll see a quick pull. You'll see the phone pull the pen in magnetically once it gets so far. Like that. Really cool. I think that's a cool feature to have. Once it starts going so far in, it magnetically pulls it in. Just like that. So one thing I want to point out also is the settings. There's not a lot of settings on this device for the pen. And again, you're talking about a phone that's like, what, $250, or so. You're getting a lot just by having a pen at this price point, I would say. But yeah, it's good. So one thing I want to show you now, I want to do the screen off right. This is where I want to show you the writing, because I think it's really cool. Let's press it out here, and then the screen off, the memo comes up, and look at that cool animation, folks. So look at how accurate this is. I like it this way because it has a black background, so you can really see what's being written here. Isn't that cool? That is way more accurate than I thought it would be. Very accurate. And that is how it is in the notes and everything. That's just how it is with this device. Look at how fast that facial recognition is, folks. That's just how fast this device is when using the pen and how accurate it is. That is the selling point of this device. If you're getting this device, that's one of the main reasons you're going to buy it, is because of the pen. That is what you're buying it for. You want to make sure you have access to something that's affordable, quick, pull out the pen, start writing. That's great. Now, this is just my first impressions, but so far, obviously, the software is good. I haven't had any problems so far in the first couple of hours of using it. So if you're going to wonder about that, I definitely have not. Everything looks like it's flown along pretty smooth, no issues whatsoever. Yeah, we'll get to that later. But yeah, everything is great. Again, I haven't loaded all my apps on here, but I did load a couple of apps to get me going, just so I can give you this first impression. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the charger and get it to 100%. Again, let me show you the drop down here. I love this drop down right here. So you go down here like this. You have all your toggles and everything here, and obviously you can edit this and you can put whatever you want on here. The only thing that's not here, obviously, is bedtime, system update, focus mode, and storage. But other than that, they've pretty much got everything up here that I could possibly need and want to get myself going right out of the box. Again, this is a exclusive device right now, currently to T-Mobile, so take note of that. T-Mobile customers, I would jump on this quickly. If you wanted a pen input device, I would jump on this. I think this is just, I've been playing with it for a couple hours, and it's really good. Unlike my other, when I pulled out my Samsung A53 out the box, it was sluggish, and it was still sluggish to this. It's still sluggish to right now. So this right here, the MediaTek Dimensity 700 5G, coupled with this stock-ish software, it's rolling right along. So, yeah, TCL has done a great thing here. NFC, folks. NFC. TCL has done a great thing here with this device right here, coming at such a low cost. And let's look at some wallpapers before we get out of here. All right. Yep. These are, oh, you get these. I was swiping, looking for more, but these are the six, these are the 6 wallpapers that you get here. So not a lot of wallpapers, but most people tend to have their own family members and stuff like that on their phone, or the children, or whatever they're putting on there. But folks, I got to tell you, I'm impressed so far. TCL has done a great job, and yes, I'm going to bring in the Ultra to show you the size comparison right now, because let me show you that before I get with my outro. Here is the Ultra. The Ultra is shorter and wider, and that is your answer. The answer is shorter and wider. The TCL Stylus 5G obviously feels better in the hand because it's got rounded corners and it's taller. So just bear that in mind. There you go. Yeah, I know you guys wanted to see that, but I gotta say, I'm impressed. TCL did a good job at their first go around, I guess. I think this is their first go around with a stylus type device. This is impressive. This is impressive, and more importantly, if you focus on the stylus, you're gonna see that it is extremely accurate. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think it would be. I thought this is a $250 plus device, and you know, we all know that Samsung has accurate stylus input better than pretty much everybody. Yeah, so I was thinking, yeah, this is not gonna be too great, but I was wrong. So I'm honest. I actually really like it. So I popped my T-Mobile SIM card in here with the quickness, and I'm going to keep it there for a while. So it's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Special thank you to TCL for always supporting the channel, man. I just appreciate it. They don't pay me for these reviews, but they do send out nice gift packages with the phone, and it's appreciative. They send me things I need. I like those Yetis, folks. I need those, and coffee cups and things like that. I really enjoy it. But anyway, they are supporting the channel, and I'm supporting the brand. They don't see these videos before I post them, but I don't even know if they even watch them. I wonder if they watch the videos, because you know, it's a big company. I wonder if they watch. I don't think the marketing team looks at them. They might. I don't know. But I want to tell you that this is actually no sales pitch from me. This is a really good device, and like most TCL devices, the displays are beautiful. I will get into the camera later on, and I'll give you a more deep dive into the stylus later on. But here's my first impressions. I'm impressed. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.